AJ looks around their room for their fans. They're hiding all over. They're like elves fans. They get under the baseboards.
Some say AJ has OnlyFans.
AJ, slowly I turn.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm taking off. Still your I'm taking off. Still your I'm taking off. Still your our last time goodbye. Drifting to space. All I feel is cold. All I want is the power of the night.
Welcome back to Shattered Worlds RPG. I'm your Loremaster, Jeff, and with me tonight are some of the most just splendid, photogenic, strong-bodied individuals. Jayme.
I don't know if I can legally answer to that. Hello.
Adequately proportioned. I don't know. We'll check with HR.
Decent chap, Jayme. I'll take it.
Yes. Decent chap. Ash? Chap. We need a chap alternative.
Bloke.
Chapette?
No, bloke implies male, so I don't know. Human. Your Majesty.
Yes. Majesty's Ash. AJ.
Hi, you can find my OnlyFans account at
HAOnlyFans.gov.
.biz.
AJ's Trump's chairman of sex pictures on the internet? Is that OnlyFans? Is that what they do over there?
I want to see the world in which it is.
And Kristy, Your Majesty.
Hello.
We got highnesses for days over here. Highnars. We'll find new gender neutral royalty phrases going forward.
Let me just try this one on real quick. Liege.
Liege.
Lieges. Welcome. Let's get lieging.
Last time on Shattered Worlds.
Yes.
Shattered Worlds, because I can enunciate.
So the camera zooms in through the Sidewinder, past all the goons at their work, and up into the captain's ready room, where she has served herself a drink and is standing by the view screen. She's holographically tossed y'all some data, and you've been sidebarring about what to do about her offer of temporary contractual assistance.
What do goons do at work when they're not gooning?
Because the goons, they're at work.
Yeah, what do the goons do when they're not gooning?
Are they monitoring?
Ash, I just need to say that if your joke only has a setup, you should just say it on the show, because otherwise we'll be staring at it like, fuck, I gotta come up with a punchline for this.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to interrupt you, but I also didn't want to lose my thought. So
That's fair. I'll focus on. I'm gonna turn the chat off. You guys let me know if it's airworthy.
wow.
Okie dokie.
Wow.
Not that one wasn't. I'm just saying it was confusing for me. That's all.
I'm going to hang up now. It's nothing to do with what you're saying.
I'm easily distracted.
Text me when you have anything else to say. I mean, that's great.
I mean, obviously the answer to the question is they're masturbating. When they're gooning, it's on the job. They're getting paid. When they're alone, it's for pleasure.
I'm telling HR.
Gooning on the job.
I'm sorry. We didn't come to this podcast for pure facts.
We also do filth. Let's see. So she's negotiating Petey's release, offering you freedom and protection in exchange for a job. You weren't into it, but the money is good. And meanwhile, Abelard has landed his ship somewhere near the hangar. So why don't we, in media res, you guys in your little conversation.
Is there actually...
All right. No.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I just want to know if there was actually like a written contract.
Yeah, she has a boilerplate drawn up.
Okay.
Of course, it's like dark web shit. Like it's going to be hard to enforce. It's more like honor, you know. She is a pirate after all.
I want my space lawyer to look at this.
I don't think Alecto has a lawyer. Gale has one.
He's not good.
If you want to shoot out a call to
Oh,
Lady
wait.
Ashy.
Ashy's my lawyer, right?
Yeah.
One of you, Jayme, I think Crunch has a geezer lawyer. Is that
Oh,
right?
Oh,
Oh,
Or is
I've
that your
got a
agent?
deathbed lawyer.
Yeah.
Deathbed lawyer on retainer. Can I have her look over this?
Have you been injured on the job or forced into a contract with a space piratess? If so, call Geezer Space Lawyer.
There's like a cheesy video of a couple of non-actors walking the space plank. Don't let this happen to you.
It's literally just them at a like nacho stand. Don't let this happen to you. Call Geezer and Geezer 1-800-9669.
Sorry, Jayme. What were you going to say before I rudely interrupted?
I was just going to say, you know, I've done consulting for unsavory characters in the past. It's a sweet gig, provided that they don't try to kill you, which granted they usually do, but sometimes it just really pays well. Perhaps we should like weigh the pros and cons.
Well, I mean, right now pros are 1, we get Petey back. 2, those of us who currently have a criminal record could be expunged.
Well, this does sound good. Plus, I think I can bump that additional 2 months down just a tad, just a skosh, a little negotiation, you know. Worth a try. Never accept the first offer.
I mean, if things go bad, we can just kill her.
Another pro. What about cons?
Space pirate or space pirate originally wanted to kill us. Space pirate.
I'm neutral on Space Pirate.
Honestly, I think it's kind of cool.
The did want to kill us before part is that's tough to get by. I don't know what to. There's nothing to say she won't try while we're under her contract.
Also, possibly being forced to work with individuals like the ones we've just had to deal with for the past several hours. Not exactly the way that I want to spend any more time.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled about that part either. But it's sounding more and more like we don't have much of a choice.
Yeah, especially since we need Petey back. And who knows, maybe we don't have to work with those stupid people.
True.
I mean, the Oakleaf Society has us working with some unsavory characters too. So, I don't know.
Also true.
Keziah says, being an unsavory character.
I don't know what you're talking about. She's perfectly fine.
Alecto is very fond of Keziah and believes in her heart of hearts that she can melt her icy exterior.
Yeah.
I mean, we could just say yes to this now, get back to the Stoneflower, talk to the artist, talk to the Oakley Society, see if this is a connection worth keeping or not, and then once we have our answer, we either go forward with the plan or we fucking kill her.
Okay.
I'm all right with that. Crunch.
I mean, it kind of combines all the good things and the bad and smushes them together into a tasty little pile. I like it.
Yeah. And then whatever's bad can just be devoured. But was it smoke you said happened?
Oh, when you transformed?
Yeah.
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 They're all like, oh, I barely remember.
Smokey, the goat man.
Just kind of like tendrils, smoke. Yes. It's quite
And
fascinating.
yeah, the bad stuff can get consumed by that.
I can attempt to record it if you would like.
Oh, I'd love that.
I need to send an ominous message just to AJ.
Oh, Jesus fuck. I don't like the concept that goat. I don't like that goat man's getting a horny for how violent I'm being.
How do you change who you're talking
Oh, there's a
to?
tab. There should be a tab that says everyone, and you can click on that and choose a specific person.
Or you can just send it to everyone and we'll just pretend not to see it.
Everyone close your eyes.
Okay, here we go. Okay, that's done. Crunch, you want to go negotiate?
Oh, absolutely.
She's at the
Yeah,
coffee
I know.
machine. She's like gestures if you want some.
What's a good, like, space cappuccino?
Spacicino?
Spacicino. Yeah, I will go out.
Quantum.
So the quantum spacicino, it's waiting for me there before I even order it, which is why everyone loves that thing.
Yeah.
No one quite understands how they do it. Mr. Quantum Spacicino machine.
So yeah, she sort of slides it over.
Oh, I thank you. Try to call you Violent or Pamela or Pam, or how do you like to be addressed?
Mella.
Captain is fine.
Oh, aye. And I do a little charming salute. Start pouring on the charm. I'm going to say, well, we've had a moment to look over your terms. They seem agreeable, except for just two things.
She silently looks at you with vague menace.
Well, it's about the 2 months you had proposed. I need a win for the team, you know? I want to impress them. It would mean a lot if we could just bump that down by a week.
You're risking my annoyance for a week?
Oh, absolutely. Because if I can convince you to drop a week off the terms, just imagine what I could convince people from here on out.
her eyes are that like Gowron wide. And she just almost starts to snarl, and she says, "A week will be fine."
Oh, excellent.
Anything else?
Could I get 3 more of these for the rest of my friends? And I point to the quantum cappuccinos.
She keys in an order and sweeps over to the others and says, "It's good to be working with you. As specialists aboard the Sidewinder, you will have access to nearly all areas of the ship. You will keep all weapons stowed when you are on the bridge.
And we will have all Petey's, I'm assuming. Can we get that main thing right now? Petey, where is he?
She does something to change the contract, so 2 months goes down to 7 weeks. And yeah, she says, what's her name? Water Dancer will direct you to the brig. It's on D deck. And she hits a button and a beep, and yeah, you hear the lift going, and eventually the door opens up and you see a still faintly dripping Gillamorian in like a wicked waterproof Sidewinder uniform, and her braids are all carefully stowed, and she just looks like totally badass, like a tiny gymnast with all sorts of tools. And she looks at all 4 of you and says, "You coming?"
I guess.
She turns around and walks back to the lift.
I get on the lift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you later, Pam Pam.
Sorry, I was doing a secret message to AJ. So, Pam Pam gives you a vague half wave, and you get to the lift, and it starts going down. And you get to D deck. Let me reveal the D.
No.
No, don't you stop him now. This is my favorite part.
I'll go to AJ's OnlyFans if I want to see that.
Jeff, if you could do me a favor, click stop video. Thank you.
So she leads you into this initial concourse, and then hits a button and leads you through into this small security room, and there's like a plastic divider, and you see Petey.
Crunch inhales until it's like quiet inhaling, and then just like squeaks and lets out this big bellowing, "Peter!"
He leaps out of bed and runs up and bangs on the plastic, and then he jumps back because there's a little bit of a shock. And Water Dancer says, 2 of you can go in at a time. And keep in mind, this isn't to scale, really. All the distances are like 2 or 3 times what you see there. So you can all fit in where they are.
Oh, I thought you meant Petey's abs weren't to scale, because that would be wild if they were.
Yes, we're dealing with a picture of Lucifer from the Magics of Magus 2 or whatever it's called from Star Trek the Animated Series.
We're dealing with a beefcake is what we're dealing with.
Yeah, we got a beefcake. So anyway, you're in there in the security office. Does anybody want to go in the cell?
Petey's been doing the Cape Fear prison workout. Yeah, of course I'll go, and anyone else who likes.
Keziah will go in if you guys don't want to.
I'm good out here.
Okay.
I suppose you could be his doctor. He looks like shit. Unlike this picture, he looks pasty and his skin's loose because he hasn't been eating well. And his hair is falling out. And yeah, you give him the once over, Keziah. You see he has a scar just behind his ear where one of those mind control devices might go. And other than seeming a little twitchy and maybe dehydrated, like, other than that, he's okay.
Is there a way that she can check to see if he had one of those things inserted?
Yeah, you run a device over it and you see there's something that Cloud sensors, but it's definitely artificial implant of some kind.
Okay. She'll think to Gale. They implanted something in his brain. Possibly another one of those nets that we found earlier. And then she'll do whatever she can for him. Give him some liquid vitamins or whatever.
Okay, good. Yeah, you shoot him up all nice and healthy like. Any conversation?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, Petey, we found you at last." Oh, I looked everywhere. We went down in this horrible. I look around because well, let's just say we went all over, and I'm so glad we found you.
Are
they
you
treating
getting
you
me out?
Well, it may be a little time. Just to be clear, we get Petey at the end of the contract, right?
It wasn't clear in the contract. Basically, she'll owe you a favor, and it's up to her when she decides to let him out.
Oh no!
Like, she could do it today, she could do it a week from now, or at the end of the contract.
Or at the end of the century.
Or after he's dead.
Give us a little box full of Petey. Don't do that. So,
He's like, buddy, I don't know what you did, but I hope you know what you're doing. These people are not good. I've messed with some hard operators here and there after you had left. Post-war years weren't exactly my shining glory. The collapse was hard on men of morals. And women, too,
don't
probably.
think too much about that.
My wife left me during the war, so...
I thought Petey had a boyfriend or a husband.
Shit! Guys, you need to remind me of this lore so I can back up. I'm going to edit. Has my husband asked about me?
It's all good.
Gerald? Have you heard from Gerald? None of your emails have been from Gerald.
Perhaps the communication was blocked by Violent Pep to keep me from finding you. But I'm sure he's doing all right. And hopefully you two will be reunited soon as we're able to get you out of here.
Yes. Oh, man. Little Jim Bob was so excited about going to Towering Nights at the Best Lawn Festival Park.
Oh, that really was the Best Lawn Festival Park, wasn't it, Peter? I'm getting like choked up thinking of better days.
Best coasters in Calistria. Sally Ann went last year and got one of those huge purple flossy things. Got all over the air car upholstery.
Are you referring to cotton candy?
Yes, that's the stuff.
That's terrible for you. You shouldn't feed it to your children.
Of course. You must be Keziah.
How could you tell?
I got a bit of a report on Crunch's companions before I was seized.
Alecto yells to the room, "What about me? Tell me about me!"
He looks out the window. He's like, "That's Alecto Ashrender. She's a monk."
And I'm cute too.
Indeed you are, madam.
Gale puts a number of fingers behind your back. How many fingers am I holding up?
He looks at the two of you like in a, is this woman insane look?
She's just curious. Please answer her question.
I couldn't possibly guess, ma'am.
Yes, you can. Everyone can always guess.
3.
It was 4.
Okay, did I pass the test?
I just wanted to see to what extent. I don't know. Do you know who I am?
Your name is Gale. You helped secure the null gate on Devarakar. You were part of the group of individuals that dealt with shootings and bombings on the station.
Can I search this fool for an oak leaf pin?
If he's Oakleaf, he would have given you some kind of code phrase by now.
Well, now we're finding out that they have a lot of info on us to pass around to just randos at any given point.
You guys were kind of in the news. Like it was kind of a big deal. You don't think the Nullgate thing has been on the news, but there was some description of an ancient ruin on Devarakar, some other stuff like that.
Okay, so Petey, what I'm trying to get at right now is that you have a weird incision on your head, and you seem to know some things that most people aren't supposed to know.
Well, I do work for intelligence, in a sense. I get briefings and reports. I'm in the State Department, obviously, for the Logosphere. It's called the Ministry of State. We're a loose monarchy, if you don't know about Lunari governance in the Logosphere.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm babbling a bit. I've been in here a while.
You look at who you're standing next to. You're fine.
Why don't you tell us what has happened to you since you were abducted?
I've just been housed. I've moved between cells a few times. They'll take me to a slightly larger enclosure to walk around and jog in place a bit. They've let me watch a few vids, read a few books. I can't access the far net for obvious reasons. He holds up his wrists and you see that there's like sort of like thin plastic virtue cuffs that like kind of shine as his hands get too far away, and it does something that makes him like stay close.
Do you remember being put under to have surgery done on you?
I had surgery done on me?
I assume the cut behind his ear is fresh enough that it's like a recent surgery.
Yes. I don't know how your sensors know how long it's been,
Well, like,
but
you
it
can,
would be able to.
I mean, you can just look at a cut and know, like, okay, that probably happened within the last month or so.
Yeah.
Or it's
Yeah.
just an old scar.
But they have like, they wave a light over it technology, so it's like it's almost perfectly healed. There's not going to be a real scar there. Just sort
Gotcha.
of a faint bump, if anything.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you presume it was after he was grabbed.
Are you able to feel behind your ear?
Sure. And he reaches up and digs around. He's like, what am I looking for?
Can you feel a bump?
Oh, yeah, there is a bump. I thought maybe I was getting one of those fatty deposits, like a cyst or something.
It's a scar.
Oh. Why would someone do surgery on me without telling me what it was?
That is my question. So your answer is no, you don't remember being put under.
No, but they have put me under several times. I assume it's whenever they move me.
Would you mind if I gave you a more thorough examination?
Of course. I mean, of course not. I wouldn't mind.
I assumed that's what you meant. Crunch,
Sure.
I'm going to have to ask your friend to get naked. If you would not like to see your friend naked, I suggest you turn around.
Of course I'll give Peter his privacy. I'll be out here.
Okay, so there's like a polarizing filter that makes the door opaque. So y'all are back out in the room. Gale, you feel presence in your mind. It's not Maja, but it's someone that you've communed with in the past. You feel intensely connected to this person, and it's your psychic charm. It's Abelard. He must be close, within like quarter mile, half a kilometer, 1,000 feet, basically.
Abelard's here. Abelard's here.
He says, Gale, gods be blessed. How are you?
Oh, we can talk. Okay. Hi. I'm weird right now. How are you?
I'm alive for now. There was shelling here just before I came.
Oh yeah, there was a very big fight. There was a very big fight.
I saw a vehicle shattered and destroyed.
Oh no, we should probably check on Raya.
Raya was with you. She's a resourceful woman. She should be able to have made it out.
This place got nuked.
Oh. It's a good thing I'm still wearing my EV suit.
Good.
I didn't even think to check the levels. Here, let me, oh my. I'll need to be decontaminated if I come into your presence, Gale.
Yeah, about that. One, we're a little bit... we're still underground, right?
Yes. Oh, and by the way, you do need to all go to sickbay to
Re-up our suits, yeah.
have your blood cleaned.
Yeah, so a couple things about that. One, we're underground currently. The other thing is we are sort of on board a space pirate ship.
Then the worst is true. Gale, I know that I will sound like a fool, but when the Legion attacked the station, I feared for your life. I left the Emperor's service and came straight here. It makes me a bit of a fugitive, I'm afraid.
You left your post for me?
I did. But enough of that. I have a plan to get you out of there, but it's dangerous.
We can work with dangerous. What do you know about Violent Pam?
Too much. She is ruthless, vindictive, and inventive. She
Okay.
narrowly killed the Emperor, Gilliam, and the Prime Minister of the Conclave. And if we hadn't all worked together, it would have succeeded.
Okay, learn some things before signing a contract. Got it. So she has asked us to work with her for a week in exchange for
Don't you
getting
mean 7 weeks?
7 weeks. Oh yes, he talked her a week down. Okay, yes.
It's really important to Crunch that you remember the 7 weeks thing.
It's been 7 weeks.
It's been 7 weeks since
Since I signed that damn contract. So we are a little bit under her employ for the next 7 weeks, in exchange for getting Petey back, and also our records are going to be expunged. So possibly no more jail for me. We are a little, I'd say, jumpy on the whole contract situation, so we're not against just disposing of her.
It may not come to that.
How dangerous is your plan?
The Sidewinder is protected by some kind of artifact. It's blocking my ability to join the transport, to connect my mirror to your device. If you deactivate the Sidewinder's magical defenses and use that device, I've set up the mirror in this cave here, within range. Somewhere on that ship is a field generator, an artifact, or powerful practitioner, perhaps, blocking magical effects from entering or leaving the ship. I plan to be captured in hopes it might provide Pam a reason to get you all together and give you the chance to act while she is thus distracted.
Okay. So do you want me to be searching for the field so I can turn that off, or are you just planning on getting captured? What do you want me to do?
You must find this artifact. You can either wait till you find it for me to present myself to the captain, or around the same time. It's It's purely up to you based on how quickly you think your team can deactivate the item and group somewhere where you can travel.
I'll see what we can do.
Are you all together now?
We're all together now. Hey, Alecto, Keziah, are you still with your patient?
I am, yes.
So, Abelard is here. Everyone, Abelard is here. He's got a plan to board the ship. There's an artifact that is blocking him from being able to board. Some sort of field protector. We need to find it and destroy it. Otherwise, he's going to try and be captured.
Is he on the surface?
I believe so, yeah.
Keziah is going to think to Gale. Did you tell him that the surface is horribly irradiated?
I did tell him that I did tell him exactly about the radiation.
Is he wearing a suit?
Hold on, let me get on the other line real quick. Hey, Abelard, are you wearing a suit? Are you wearing some sort of protection?
I am indeed.
Okay, he's wearing protection. We're good.
Does he realize he is basically a walking death ball?
What do you mean?
He's covered in radiation.
There's got to be some sort of decontamination center on this ship, right?
Undoubtedly, yeah.
That's not my point.
What is your point?
Nobody's going to want to touch him. Shoot him, maybe, but they won't want to touch him.
That's a good point. So we gotta... If we can get him on the ship and have us not be very close to him when that happens, and he can just run around and turn everyone into radiation goo.
Yes, I do find this quite amusing.
All right. Abelard, this field protector, is it magic based or is it technology based? What are we searching for?
It would be highly unusual for a piece of tech to affect magical fields. I think you're looking for a person or an ancient artifact.
Person or ancient artifact?
Possibly drawing power from a power-heavy source somewhere on the ship.
Power-heavy source somewhere on the ship. Okay. Keziah, are you able to... I'm talking out loud at this point, so I can include the other two in it. But
Okay.
Keziah, do you have any way of scanning for what area on the ship is making a lot of energy?
I don't know, Jeff. Could she do something like that?
You'd have to go to a console and hope it's allows that level of sensing.
Theoretically, but I can't do that without accessing the ship system.
I'll just give you a few. Presumably the engines, the anti-grav chamber. That's like, there's a chamber in ships that like
Yeah.
generates a gravity field, and so
Makes the heavy.
if it's a magical source of power, it could be like a garden or some kind of shrine or thing like that. That would be less obvious. And if it's a person, who knows?
Shit. Okay. If it's a person, I feel like I want Crunch talking to a bunch of people to see if they can figure out, just socially speaking, who who could be generating that kind of power. The energy source stuff, Keziah, you can handle that. I mean, I guess we just gotta look around the ship and see if there's some weird magic zone. But Abelard, we're gonna try to figure this out. You hang tight, and please don't die of radiation.
I shall survive, Gale. Do not worry about that.
You fucking better.
And even if the worst were to happen, my life is unimportant. Your safety is all that matters to me.
Okay, but see, it super important. Please don't die. Please don't die, please.
Have you made any allies aboard ship yet? Water Dancer walks over with like a cup of water, you know, like a paper cup, and she stands near your sidebar sipping.
I mean, I guess we're working with a bunch of these people now, so we can kind of like use that as some sort of edge.
Do what you can. I'll be there soon.
All right, see you soon. So, Water Dancer, what's all this ship looks like really huge, and I wonder, is there anyone else studying magic on here? I know that there were a few people in the facility that were studying magic.
Oh yeah, you met one. Atama. Wazara, the big guy.
Yeah.
Beard. Yeah. And then
Does he have
Marvella,
any-
of course, first mate. She's the one with like green hair and
Yeah.
sort of a loose blousey getup.
I was wondering, as long as we're working together at this point, I would love to find a place to just kind of meditate for a little bit. Are there any like areas that they use to just kind of magically reconnect?
Oh, we got a little bit of a meditation garden up on E deck. And, of course, there's the anti-grav chamber. It's perfectly silent in there, so I could see that being pleasant. No water, so it's not really my scene, you know. I got a little grotto just outside the engine room.
Oh, cool. All right, so if there's any chance I could go up there real quick just to...
Yeah, really quick, one question. What did you do to our members out on in the hangar?
Oh, your members out in the hangar? That's when I was Smoke Monster, right? Here's the weird thing about that. I have absolutely no idea. I have no clue.
She kind of steps back half a step. She knocks on the bing bong panel, Keziah, and she gives you like, come on, you've been in there long enough kind of hand motion.
Okay.
You're only halfway through studying what's his name's body.
Okay. Has she found anything so far?
Just signs of recently patched up bruising, neural agonizing. He was a little bit of light torture. Nothing too serious.
All right, Petey, get your clothes back on. I will try to come back and do another examination to finish this up.
Okay. Do you have a plan?
To help you? Specifically?
Well, yeah. I mean, also Crunch and I guess the rest of you.
Yes, those are two very different plans. For you, I would print out a patient chart, but I do not currently have that ability, so I will just say I will come and give you vitamins and nutrients as often as I can. And if you are able, do some simple exercises. Try to stay fit. As for the rest, stay away from a man named Abelard until we tell you it's okay.
Who's Abelard? I don't have him in my files.
I'm sure you'll find out.
All right. Okay, well, good luck. It was nice to meet you, Doctor.
You as well.
All right, Water Dancer leads you back to the lift. Where to next? You want to see your quarters? You want to get a bite? Do some training? Check out the workshop, the labs.
Can I see behind your ear?
Behind my ear?
Yes.
I guess. I just had my checkup.
That's nice. It wasn't by me.
If you must...
Okay, does she have a scar?
She does.
Are you aware that you have a scar behind your ear?
Yeah, they told us it was a tracking implant.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm in pretty deep to the woman, so if they want to keep track of me, I guess more power to them.
What if I told you that we found a dead man on the surface that had a scar just like this, and I examined what was inside, and it was actually controlling his brain, or would have been when he was alive?
She looks at you with like the utmost of fury. Gillamorans culturally are often very salty about people monkeying about with them, manipulating them, trying to get one over on them. So she's like, that's happening, but either you're telling the truth or you're not. Both options are unpleasant.
It could also just be a tracking device. I wouldn't know without also doing surgery on you.
You just want an excuse to cut me open.
Actually, I don't want to touch you at all.
Oh. I look that bad? She kind of looks down at her jumpsuit and...
No, you're not my patient.
I could be.
Yes, you could, but at this moment you're not. However, Petey is my patient, and I would like access to come and take care of him as often as I can.
Oh, yeah, sure, that's fine. Let me print you out a badge. And she prints out a little doctor's access badge. She says, all your movements will be logged, but you can go anywhere there's another crew member. Except in a ship-wide emergency, then his cell door will be accessible in any event.
Thank you.
Don't try anything. And she laughs and gets on the lift and goes down.
I'm immediately going to lean into Keziah and go, you're going to do stuff, aren't you?
I am constantly doing stuff.
I mean, stuff. Like, we have access to everywhere.
Yes, I know. That was a joke.
Oh, okay. Hey, you're lightening up. I like that. I like that you're joking. Joking is good. next stop is improv night at Space Chuckle Hut.
Keziah's like, someone suggest a part of your body that has failed.
I think I already tried improv on Devarikar. It did not go well. I believe Gale and I were reciting poetry.
Oh, yeah, that did not go well. Was not pleasant.
Crunch, do you have any insight as to where we should start looking?
Well, I mean, the zero gravity room sounds promising. But then we also have these two powerful magic users, the first mate and other guy,
Tama.
Atama. Atama kind of sounds like a powerful magic name, doesn't it? Yeah,
He's
if I was a wizard,
Atomic
I would be
Wizard.
Atama.
It could.
It's how they nuked the planet.
It is.
You hear
Sorry, AJ, what was that?
You hear a bunch of ship codes, and then it sounds like the engines are warming up.
Alrighty, so I mean, it could be either a magical area or a high energy area or a person. So, checking the zero gravity area is a good idea. I kind of want to check out the garden a little bit just to make sure. Atama and the first mate are also good bets because it could be a person.
Quick question. Do we have any way of telling? Like, we can get to these people and places, but how do we confirm that it's them?
Gale should be able to winkle out, what's producing the magical effect.
Winkle roll, yeah.
So do I have to be present for it to make sure? Like, it's not a situation where we can split up and do the research.
Gosh, that is, I didn't even consider it. You're the only one with any magical knowledge, so it would be probably best for you all to stay together unless you split up for other reasons.
Are we going to have time to do the three different main ideas before Abelard gets to the ship?
Hard to say. Depends how long it takes to warm those engines up. Safety checks and all that stuff.
All right, I think order of operations, first thing we should check is the zero gravity room. Then we try to find Wizar, and then check the garden.
Should you tell Abelard that they're warming up the engines?
Right, yes. Abelard, can you hear me?
Barely. The effect seems to be increasing. I have been contacted by Raya, though. She managed to fashion some form of radiation suit. She's working her way to my position.
Oh, thank God. Okay, at least she's safe. That's good.
She's not healthy, though.
I can't imagine she is. She's... Oh, God. Listen, they're starting the engines on the ship. I don't know how long we have.
Kristy dropped something funny in the chat. Kristy, why don't you read that for us?
I said she said it fits funny because she has 6 arms now.
Poor Raya. What were you saying, AJ?
Yeah, no, I don't know how long that we have before they just take off. I can't imagine they're starting the engines just for fun. So we're going to try and do as much as we can. I'm unfortunately the only one who's going to be able to identify any of the shit. So we're going to start looking. I don't know, maybe we're going to start looking. Come as fast as you can. Be careful.
Very well. I will see you soon, Gale.
See you soon. All right.
I have a quick question.
Yep.
I was just wondering if there's any way for us to contact fellow crew members, because if we could lure both the magic users to, say, the meditation area, we would have 3 of the components in one location.
You can talk to the ship's AI or like try it on the intercom, but you weren't assigned personal badges.
Okay.
You have seen the ship's AI around. It usually presents as a sort of like dot matrixy pale blue and white version of Pam's head. Almost like it's like Big Brother watching you sort of feel to it. It's like it's graffiti on the walls or something.
Okay. Gale, do you think we could maybe lure the magic users to one of these places? Would that make it easier for you?
That wouldn't be a bad idea. If we can lure them to the meditation garden, that would knock out 3 that I'm kind of iffy on. And if it's one of them, then great. If not, then we go right to the zero gravity chamber. All right, so how do we get them up there? I don't know. I don't know. Do we have their fucking cell phone number?
You didn't exchange digits back when you met either of them.
If we are like part of the crew, part of the ship now, if we're like, is there any way to like get them on comms?
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's a ship's directory, and then you could also just ask the computer. Like, computer, location of such and such, or open a channel.
Okay. And it's Wazar, Atama, and there's Wazar, Atama, and what is the first mate's name?
Marvella.
Marvella. That's a fun name. I like that name. Opening a channel, does that have to be like talking, or can I just send them a message, be like, hey, it's Gale. I don't know many other magic people. Can you come meet me in the garden?
Of course. Perfectly worded that way, or would you like to make a roll to make it more flowery and more convincing or something?
I would love to roll for convince.
So this will be a fire check.
Ooh. Does anyone else want to make that check?
Oh yeah, you can consult with the group. They can help you write a better email.
I think
Crunch is
probably
great.
the
I
best.
was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
if anyone's good at sending a formal letter of communication.
Yeah. But my fire is absolute garbage. So
I'll let you both roll, and we'll see who does best.
5, 12. Do I have anything that would help that? I absolutely do not.
Do you have any action points?
I'm not sure how much it'll help. I rolled a 5. My fire 7. It's 12.
Ooh.
It's 12. And what'd you get there, Crunch?
I got a 19, and then I don't know if there's any bonuses that might apply. I've got like...
we should have given you a formal letter skill.
I mean, I guess persuasion,
Diplomacy?
maybe? Or
persuasion, that'll work.
Yeah. Okay,
Add
I've
your
got 2 ranks of
ranks.
persuasion plus, so I guess that'd be 24.
Hell yeah. Yes, your email is lovely. You just kind of spruce up what Gale put together in it. And it sounds very inviting. There'll be wine and cheese and bring your own candles, maybe.
It's starting to sound like a date.
I believe it's a meditation and consultation. Or a consultation in the meditation garden.
Oh, is that what they're calling it now?
Everybody thinks wizards, when they get together, they just fuck, but there's a lot more going on.
Yeah. It's all about wand polishing. The look of concern on Kristy's face for all of this.
You don't get a message back from Wazara, but Marvella says, that's fine. I'm up on D deck, which is where you guys are. She says, I'm in the science lab. I can meet you there.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, let's head up.
Okay, you come to the lift and you see Marvella stroll over and park herself on the lift beside you. Is it just you, Gale, or is it the whole kit and caboodle?
If people want to come with me, I will welcome that.
It was billed as just a magical conference.
If it's just magical conference, then I should probably go alone. If y'all want to check out the Xerograph just for, like... not that you could spot the actual thing, but, like, if there's, like, something weird going on in there that I should check out.
Yeah, Keziah will go down to the zero gravity thing.
Okay. Petey gives you the thumbs up as you head out. And are you guys going to wait till the next lift, or are you going to just go with?
I mean, we could wait. It'd probably be less suspicious.
Okay.
We'll just be down here with Petey. Farewell.
Okay.
See you guys.
So you get to... Where did I say the garden was?
You said it was on the B deck.
B deck. Okay. We'll put it here. So let me reveal. So you stroll into the garden and she leaves the outer door open, which isn't ship's policy, but it gives her a full unobstructed view of the lift. So your friends won't be able to sneak up on her that way. And she says, "What is it, Miss Zauber?" And she's going to make a roll to suss out what's really going on. She did quite well.
Oh, we can't hear you, AJ.
I mean, I'm just, I don't get to talk to many other magic users. I don't really quite know what my connection to all this is. I love hearing from other people.
The captain is convinced you're possessed by the Domani.
The Domani,
Like
Gotta-
cheese?
is that like
Sorry.
it's a brand of...
It's
Is
the
it
most
government?
feared beings in the galaxy. You know, they were what humans were before they were separated into their six.
This is what
expressions.
Goat Man is, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't done a whole lot of research into them yet. I don't know what... I know some weird things have been happening to me. That's about all I know.
Okay. So you guys go out onto the lift, I imagine?
Turn to us?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Or you could find an alternate way down if you don't want to go down the lift.
I don't think there's a reason to not go on the lift.
Okay. So the lift goes down, and sure enough, you see Marvella has left the big glass doors open so she can see your lift land, and she just kind of gives you a appraising look from out of the corner of her eye and keeps talking with Gale. But she looks super tense and on edge, and you could see the clip on her sidearm has been unclipped, like the protective strap.
Is it the same floor as the anti-grav, or that's on the B
The
deck?
anti-grav chamber is below the cargo level, so it's down near the shuttle bays and engineering. There's like a longer distance for radiation shielding and other stuff.
Okay, so that's where we're going.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just kind of awkwardly see her, and then you keep going down.
Hello, Gale!
So I'll just put you back on the other deck. Just imagine you're down below. I didn't draw a map for that section.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, you guys get to the anti-gravity room, and you see it. The door is closed, and it appears to be. You appear not to have access.
Can we see inside at all?
There's a tiny little window, and as you get near it, the spooky face of the Violent Pam-ish AI face comes out of the wall and says, "How can I help you?" And you swear it has like a I don't know, malevolent vibe to it.
Did you want to talk to the thing, Jayme?
Oh. Hello there, Violet Pam AI. I didn't quite catch your ship computer name.
I go by Z960.
Z960. Lovely to meet you. We were just going for a tour of the facility.
Do you mean
to
that?
make sure that everything.
Is it lovely to meet me?
Well, no, that's what they call a pleasantry. When people say things like that, they don't really mean it.
I do
you're
not
quite
require
scary and intimidating.
pleasantries.
Well,
This
that's
is
good to
true.
know.
I apply this aspect when dealing with strangers, and you are strangers to this vessel.
Well, that's what we're here to do. We want to familiarize ourselves with this vessel, and then we won't be strangers anymore.
It is quite logical.
It turns its terrifying visage to you and seems to like scan your soul.
Does it find one?
Who can say?
Look, I don't know. Can you make coffee?
If I had the urge.
Let me ask you a question. If you were in a hypothetical situation, what would you do?
It doesn't respond. It turns to look at you, Crunch. Do you wish to gain access to this chamber?
Why, yes, that's very nice of you to ask.
Talk to the captain.
All right. Fine. Make us walk all the way up there to talk to the captain. Oh, there'll be egg on your face when Pam's like, yes, of course, you should have let them in right away.
Okay, which one of you were able to get close to the window?
Well, I think Keziah tried to look.
Okay, Keziah, give me a light check in your perception. Investigation, I think you have.
Yeah, she has investigation. So that would be...
Oh, it's just crunch. The window is only enough for him to get up in there.
So you want Crunch to roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Oh no, that's a 4. Is that? You said plus light?
Yeah.
And investigation if you have it.
Oh. Oh, I do. So that's 16 total.
16. Okay, you'd need to spend 2 action points if you want to
Oh my
see
goodness.
what's happening in there.
I will give you one.
I think I only have 1. Oh, thank you. Okay, we both chuck an action point into the pool.
Okay, so as you lean back to leave, you realize that you saw some flickering, but it wasn't digital flickering. It was more like candle flickering. Just a few shadows wobbling in a fire shadow
Okay.
way.
As soon as we're like around the corner and out of 8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 4, 9's earshot, I say, I believe I may have saw some mystical flickering in that room.
Did you call this thing 8675309?
Yes.
Sure fucking did. Sure did.
Guilty as charged.
That happened. You can't take that back.
Yeah, and it's stuck in my head. Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. It's so catchy.
Sorry, Jeff. That's this thing's name now.
Okay.
Jeff's fucking sick of us.
Gale, Marvella is trying to tease out answers to questions about how you found the creature, how it binded itself to you, that sort of thing.
I mean, it just kind I really don't understand most of it. I just remember I was in these runes and something felt weird in my jacket, and then I started being able to do some stuff.
Do you want a demonstration? Sorry.
The big glass doors close with a faint swoosh, and it's all nice and misty here in the Arboretum. The wall turns into like the distant landscape of some far-off field, and she leans in close and she says, "There are some who believe that a demon will travel from one host to the other in the event of blood being drawn."
Let's hope that doesn't happen. I mean, anyway, I'm so much more interested in what you do as a magic user on this ship. Like, what are your responsibilities? And while I'm asking this, I kind of want to do like an Arcana check around this room to see if this is where the field reactor is.
Okay, yeah, do it. You need a 20.
All right.
This is magic sense. So it's a light check plus I think you have just 1 rank.
All right. Then that's great because that means it's a 21.
Hell yeah. She's got magic pouring off of her. She's quite a practitioner. However, nothing else in this chamber seems to be emanating any magical powers, and she doesn't seem to be connected to anything outside herself. And she's got a real, like, spooky, psychopathic leer kind of coming over her face, as if she can't help but show that she'd like to cut your throat and see if the demon will take her. And then you hear on the intercom, attention new crew members, it's Violent Pam. Meet me in officer's mess on B deck. The officer's deck is on E deck. On E deck in 36 minutes. And then it clicks off.
That's a wildly specific time.
Yeah, that's running a tight schedule, Violent Pam.
Also, I think we should call Pam's AI the Pamador 64.
We should. We should. Absolutely, 110% we should.
Yeah.
Keziah's gonna think to Gale, but she's not sure if Gale will hear her. So first she's just like, Gale. Gale.
Can I hear her?
Yeah.
Is there a range? Okay.
It's very faint, and your nerves around the earring are spiking at random times and things.
Oh, so there's like some static interference going on.
Yeah. Not enough to damage the charms or anything, but just that there's clearly some powerful artifact here.
Yeah. Keziah?
Crunch saw something in the anti-gravity room. We couldn't get in. There is a computer.
Okay, wonderful, because there's nothing magical about this room, and there's nothing outside of this other person that is giving me anything to suspect that she has anything to do with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and find an excuse to get the fuck out of here.
Sounds good.
Okay, suddenly there's a boopity boop and some alarm code on the console by the door, and Marvella syncs up with it, and she puts out a hand like, basically, don't move. And then she says, attention, visitors on the surface, send a vehicle. And some lieutenant checks in on the console and says, will do, first officer. And yeah, that's
How often do
happening.
you get visitors?
Are you playing coy with me, Gale Zauber?
I'm asking you questions about the ship. I'm a new crew member. I feel like I should know the people I'm going to be working with for the next 7 weeks, right?
I believe they're your allies, not ours. And she brings up a camera screen, and everybody else, you find this being CC'd to you all, and it's Raya in this like hulking jobby of a EV suit, and then Abelard's much more sculpted and Abby kind of suit, meaning abs on the outside of the suit kind of thing. Anyway,
Do I have to roll to try and hide the trembling?
if you like.
It was a good roll. I don't tremble.
Nice. And yeah, so it's Raya and Abelard, and they come up, and this like float pallet comes up to them, and they step onto it and start motoring back to the hangar.
Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know he was here, and I thought she was dead, so this is actually pretty good news.
Okay. Ash has to bail, so thank you, Ash. Ash can be found all over the internet, but mostly on Bluesky at Dr. Mod. That's DOKTORMOD. Thank you, Ash.
Thanks, y'all. Sorry.
Okay.
Have a good night, Ash.
All right. You're going to need to roll to deceive Officer Marvella.
Yeah, I saw that coming. Yeah, I had a feeling I would. What's that stat?
That'd be shadow. No, light. Detect
okay.
lie.
All right, perfect. All right, yeah, okay. I don't think I have a rank in that. So that's just gonna go ahead and be, that's a 19. That's a 19.
Ooh, you just beat him. Yeah. She kind of shrugs and eases back into a comfortable stance, and she says, well, let's go meet them, shall we?
Do you mind if I actually go find my friends first? I don't quite like... I mean, I came up here to talk to you before, just to kind of get a good idea of things, and to maybe talk a little magic. But, I mean, if we're going to be meeting the captain soon, I want to be sure that I am around my friends.
She pushes the door open button and doesn't say a word. Just kind of stands there waiting for you to exit.
I take that as a yes, thank you very much. And I start heading down to the zero grav room.
Okay. Cool. She follows, and yeah, she goes with you. Okay, last thing. Jayme, Keziah, you hear the lift is coming down. What do you want to do? Oh, also Raya and what's his name? Ondashar are here.
Stand by the lift, I guess.
All right.
I usually like push the down button, like again and again, stir it along, you know. Yeah, little trick, you know.
Okay, now we have two people on a lift, so any conversation between you and Marvella there, Gale?
I mean, you know what, let's break the ice a little bit. What's your favorite spell?
My favorite spell is a twisting of forces within and without the body in the form of curling daggers that swirl in multiple levels and thicknesses. Can be used to quite harmful effect. And you see a glint in her eye.
Oh, well, okay. No, point taken, yeah. I mean, my favorite's this one, and then I snap and there's a cat on her shoulder.
Oh my god, roll initiative.
For a kitty?
It's a cat. It's a cat. I tried to give her a friend. I tried to give her a friend a pet. It was being nice. It's 21.
All right, Gale drops a kitten on her shoulder, and she like stumbles back, and you see like all these weird green and black like shapes sort of appearing around her wrists.
Okay,
and
whoa.
multiple daggers, and then she looks over and sends the spell energy away. So yeah, that'll be that. Going back up to Violent Pam meeting Raya and Ondashar. They're in like a secret airlock or a secure upper airlock, and Pam's looking through the glass at them, and she says to her friend nearby, one of the gold-wearing warriors, she says, "Colleagues of our new friends, what do you think? Should we treat their injury?" And he says, "Tell them to take their helmets off for the de-ratting process." And she dials up some fucked up gas or something. Her hand hovers over the activation code, and you see Raya and Ondashar unclipping their helmets. And Raya takes off hers, and it's just like gorgeous flowing brown locks. And Ondashar, like his helmet, Iron Man style, back into his cowl. And he's all like beautiful and dusty and windswept. And you hear the gas cycling through pipes. Likes? Who's got some likes?
I loved the reunion.
The Petey reunion?
Yes, that was beautiful. I also love a good impromptu examination. That's always important in the medical field.
Yes, that's my favorite.
Is the impromptu examination. Anybody else? Jayme?
I always like it when wizards get together. I think it's just a funny idea to have them like talk shop. And of course, I'm always down for elevator shenanigans. I was not expecting I summon a kitten, roll initiative.
I know.
She refrained herself. She didn't slice it into bits and pieces.
Plus, I really like how much like medical investigation Keziah is getting to do these last few episodes. It's like fun. It's like fun. It's this whole like medical drama subplot running through. Investigating the scars behind the ears and everything. That's always good. And I like getting to see Petey finally. At long last, Peter.
It is great that we have this built-in, like, okay, we're into this really cool drama, and there's like nukes going on right up above us, and we have to deal with a space pirate. But also this week on Grey's Anatomy.
Keziah's catchphrase is going to be, "You're not my patient."
That's so hardcore. Your coverage has been canceled.
I don't take your insurance.
There is no appeals process.
This procedure will be invasive.
I regret to inform you, your condition is fatal.
Diagnosis: murder.
I'm gonna insert a Wilhelm scream after each catchphrase.
Do it. You gotta do it. It's gonna be so funny. Just like picturing a montage of Keziah killing like 30 patients.
Oh, I didn't say my like. It was, of course, Gale and Ondashar.
Yeah, it was really cute.
I got to show how much Ondashar loves Gale.
I can't believe he left his job for me.
I know! That was so sweet.
He was worried. He cares.
Aww. And now he's gonna get gassed to death.
He's gonna be irradiated into fucking smithereens for doing it.
Would I do that?
He's gonna be the most handsome goo in all the galaxy.
Yeah.
Nothing but one big ab.
He's gonna be a glowing goo ab with like really good hair.
One big ab is a good title.
He's gonna fit in his helmet.
Oh man.
Carry him around and be together.
I'm sorry, I just thought of a Dr. catchphrase. I believe in you, Thanasia.
Wishes for next time.
A loving reunion with a freshly irradiated man.
De-irradiated man.
De-irradiated man, yes, that.
Yes. Who is still man-shaped and whole and alive.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not going to have to pour him into a Dalek casing or anything.
My God.
Gale, I love you.
In an Abelard-shaped Jell-O mold.
Will you be my beloved?
I would have to kill Gale and take over playing Abelard.
Oh my God.
I wish we get all our friends and loved ones out of here alive, because it seems like we have a lot of beloved characters in a small, like, explosive location. So if we could just get them all to safety, that'd be good.
Yeah, a very flammable one at that.
I just get a sense this is how it is to be a pirate. Like, your boss may or may not, like, decide to throw you overboard at any given moment. You know, it just depends on what shit you say to him on any given day.
I mean, historically, pirates weren't actually that cutthroat towards each other. They're actually kind of cool with each other.
Well, how do you keep your swappies in line?
They were actually kind of theater nerds. Like, what? No, I'm not joking. They would put on plays for each other and stuff, and they had fun.
Well, I know what my
together.
wish is. It's Violent Pam puts on a production.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm changing it. I don't care if we live or die. I want to be in this pirate play.
Oh, you want to be in it. You don't just want to see it.
No, I was born for the theater.
They would also pair up. So, like, I mean, not equally, you know, so it wasn't like, oh, you're the odd guy out, you don't have a pair. But I mean, they would have partners, you know.
Oh yeah,
and
of course.
They would share women at ports, and if they weren't into women, they'd share each other. And you know, like, it was, they had like a whole community. It was dirty and nasty and gross and mean and bad to be a pirate, don't get me wrong, but it actually also wasn't that bad.
Yeah, they had their own kind of society. So yeah, if you guys settle into the crew nice and comfortably, you should be fine.
But that first part's a pretty big hurdle, though, gotta admit, you know.
Yeah. Well, you have to have an act. Like, you have to have a bit you can do on stage, or else they'll drop you off at the next port, I assume.
Something tells me they're not gonna be big on Zentradi poetry.
Oh, another one about the wind. Oh, sand and dust.
Lights.
Blowing shit around.
Oh, I can fly. Look at this fucking guy.
Oh, you walk? That's cool. I can fucking fly, dog.
Any other wishes?
More crunch and PD time.
More crunch and PD time for sure.
Oh, now that you've heard that you could theoretically get rid of the demon, is that something you'd be open to?
I don't think so.
I like it.
All right.
I think Gale is still finding a lot of use out of Maja. And I feel like she's not ready to give that up. She's learning a lot.
Hell yeah. All right. How do people find you on the internet, AJ?
You go to most any social media thing and type in AJ the Slayer. Hit the enter button. If I don't pop up, then put some underscores between the words. You'll get there eventually. And then, as far as other podcasts, I am a part of Christmastide Ohio, which is a holiday-themed anthological series. That's the right word, right? Anthological. Yes.
Yep.
Following a bunch of children in a Hallmark town solving mysteries, be they general infrastructure or some witchcraft stuff. I also write all the music for it. It's a good show. You should listen to it. It's very fun.
Sorry, I'm sending a song parody to AJ in the private message.
I'm terrified. Let's go.
I can't get Wizara out
Oh
of
my
head.
god.
It's all I seem to think about.
We need to find a magic goat so Gale can give Goatman to a magic goat. And then Crunch can have a showdown with Goatman in the magic goat.
What
Yes.
self-respecting demon would want to go into a goat?
Like all of them? Dude, goats rock. You want it? That's like,
That's a fucking sick dog.
that is the dream. That's prime real estate.
Crunch is just really hard selling the goat.
You know how steep a fucking incline they can fucking walk on?
Like vertical.
Just seriously, these guys look cool on the roof.
All right. I will be back momentarily.
Kristy, how do people find you?
I have some short stories up for free on a website called Vocal, but they're under my full name, which is Real Nong. So look for a link in the show notes for that, or look me up on Bluesky under Kmitko, Kmitko, and check the pinned post there.
Alrighty, Jayme.
You can find me on YouTube as Brandoff the Off-Brand Gandalf. I'm about to post an actual play I recorded in December called Meat Grinder,
Yay!
where I just did my best to kill as many player characters as possible. It was glorious.
Oh my god. Wow. That's fun. What'd you do with the meat?
Ground it up.
No, I mean after. Yeah. Did you like burgers or meatballs or a meatloaf?
I've never been so terrified to re-enter a conversation.
I don't even eat meat, but you know, these are important questions.
You'll have to tune in and find out.
Hell yeah. All right. You can find us on Facebook. We are Shattered Worlds RPG. Tell everyone you know about us. Spread the word. We're on Twitter at SWRPG Pod. I will eventually do some other social media. He says, procrastinating further. I also do The Great and Secret Knowledge. It's a speculative fiction podcast in which we cover all manner of things. AJ's been on it. Jayme has been on it. Right now we're covering Star Trek The Next Generation, Season 1. I think our next one is Data Lore, in which Data meets his brother, whose name is Lore. What's the other thing we're doing? We just did an episode of What We Do in the Shadows with Jackie Daytona. And up next is Willow, the original film with that guy. What's that guy's name?
Val Kilmer.
Oh, I was thinking of the little gentleman that played
Warwick
R2-D2.
Davis?
Warwick Davis, yeah. That guy. It's fantastic. So we'll be doing that tomorrow. So check that out. And Also, Omniversal Escapades every other Sunday. We might have to move our... we're doing shortened episodes for now while Dean does some coursework. But that starts at 6:30 Pacific Standard Time every other Sunday on twitch.tv/Omniversal Escapades. And all those episodes are archived over on YouTube. I think that's everything. Does anyone have any final thoughts? Remembrances? Beefs? Grievances?
I'm beefing with Marvella for trying to steal my goat. I'm beefing with Marvella for trying to kill my cat.
She was this close to opening your intestines.
I may fight this woman. I'm going to go ahead and make that official wish. I'm going to fight this woman.
Wizard fight.
Yay!
All right. Keep it rolling.
I will return to us. Find you, girl, and make you one of us. I'm taking off.
Shout out to Space Knife for letting us use their track, I'm Taking Off, Shield Your Eyes, from their Into the Black Hole EP. Thanks, Space Knife. Keep it rolling.
I'm taking off.
Thank you, Claire. Everybody give a round of applause for Claire.
Yay!
Yay.
I was talking with my dad last night, and keep in mind, I just found out he had a memory condition officially diagnosed. But turns out he was right about this, that Voyager scientists have discovered that there are messages, or at least message-like conditions inside Voyager's data that suggests one of two wild possibilities. That A, there's intelligent life out in the universe, or human-generated signals somehow got to it faster, like they're like they're from the future.
Wow.
I think that was the implication. One of the two.
Real quick, Jeff said let's record right as I took a big old bite of cheese and crackers. Thank you, Claire. I'm sorry I did you that dirty.
Claire, you know what you did.
Claire, you gotta learn to deal with funky food sounds. It's just part of your job as a meeting host. Meeting host? Is that what Claire does?
Yeah. We'll call it that.
I mean, you're the host, so you're the one hosting the meeting. What if Claire? I
She's
feel
the
like is
shadow
just
host.
like Claire is like oversight.
Claire is the AV club.
Yes. Claire's running the soundboard.
Claire's pushing that old school trolley with the VHS TV on it.
Exactly. Claire's putting Bill Nye the Science Guy into the VCR.
Okay, everybody going? Let's do a clap. 3, 2, 1.
I hit my mic.
Yeah. Michael knows what he did.
That Michael's a real naughty devil.
Something about that sentence
It got to you.
got me real good.
Have you been injured on the job or forced into a contract with a space piratess? If so, call Geezer Space Lawyer.
How about we do a breathing exercise where we go Auga.
No.
I've had a lot of exercise breathing today.
Ironically, after hearing that suggestion, I do need a breathing exercise.
Ash has begun the important work of distracting us in the chat. Ash, you want to tell us your new name for Violent Pam?
Fuchsia Karen.
Fucking Christ.
Brilliant.
My food is very spicy, y'all. I'm gonna go back on mute for a minute.
Okie doke.
Well, your jokes are even spicier.
Caliente.
The heat's up on so many levels.
I mean, I normally heat things up just walking in a room, so that makes sense.
Hold on, where's one of my many fans?
Who would like to start? I know we got 2 munchers. We can wait on them.
That also has implications, that sentence.
I don't know what slur you're trying to call me. I appreciate it.
Well, for the 3 of us non-munchers,